So when we look at the corporates of today's world, I see that there is a lot of unhealthy competition and toxicity. I mean, uh, when I meet my friends after a very long time, so my friends from my childhood, when I met them after a very long time, I see that they've completely changed as individuals. Are corporates dehumanizing human lives in any way? Because it's so common, it's so evident. So
So, what is your question? This is
I mean,
you're stating facts.
no, yeah, but so whatever I have experienced, is it really true that corporates are doing it, or is it because of the individuals that
Uh,
they're? So that was the question.
that
Yeah,
was the question.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
So no, I don't think corporates are dehumanizing. If you are already inhuman, then you will go and choose the things that are corresponding with your inhuman
Hmm.
values, or
Hmm. Hmm.
uh, which the corporates needn't do. 200 years ago, you would have gone and slaughtered somebody because of the competition, because you think that that person is stopping you. And today, you have different ways of
Hmm.
bringing him down. Maybe
Hmm.
not kill, but do something else. So the ways of competing have changed,
Hmm.
and the ways of being inhuman have changed. But 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 the fact that how you view another person, or how you define success, or how you want to excel in this world, that has not changed much according to me. It's Life has become more comfortable, that is
True.
true. But and then that we should thank the corporates only. So if we are
Hmm.
even able to talk here and then have the message reach to
Hmm.
many people, it's the contribution of the corporate.
Correct.
People who had anything spiritual to share, they had to walk
Correct.
uh, hundreds of miles. So and then today we don't have to do that.
Yes.
We should thank the corporate.
Hmm.
So my point is that the mind has always been the same, whether
Hmm.
it was at the very ground level. I mean,
Hmm.
like, it's evolved, it's changed in the dimension of doing different things,
Hmm.
or exploring the outer world. So, but in terms of what lies beneath, in terms of jealousy, greed, so these have always been there.
True.
So it's never that you will never see. Uh, you open many scriptures,
Hmm.
any scriptures, Hindu or uh, Islam or Christianity or Jews, anything you open, all the scriptures keep talking about don't steal, don't
Don't kill.
don't kill, then don't rape. So these kind of
Yeah. True.
messages, it only shows that these are happening.
Yes.
Then
Yes. True.
don't be jealous,
True.
don't be greedy.
Hmm.
That means people have always been stupid.
Yeah. Hmm.
It's nothing new. Stupidity is not something. It's actually, we all feel very homely with stupidity, because that's the only thing that has always been with us
Yeah.
since the beginning of the time.
Yeah.
So corporates are just another phase. Like, maybe last century it was not there, this century it's there, and the next century we don't know,
Hmm.
because already we see it's becoming more individual centric. The kind of
Yes.
tools that are originating today because of
Yes.
AI, it is giving the individuals more
Correct.
power to be. One can run a single man company today,
Correct.
and pretty successfully, without
Hmm.
having any help, because the tools are there.
Yes.
So where 100 people were required, one can pull off oneself.
Yeah.
So the ways of the society keep changing, but I don't think the society is what influences the mind. It's like a cycle.
Hmm.
Because of who you are, you would have given rise to a certain kind of society,
Hmm.
which should influence you again to continue to do that.
Yes.
So now your idiotic behavior, your stupidity would have given rise to a certain society which reinforces that you continue to be stupid, so that this whole mechanism continues.
Yes, yes, yes.
So you cannot complain that somebody is pushing you, because he's pushing you because you pushed somebody, and then that whole cycle started, and then you get pushed. So we complain because we now, after it becomes a cycle, it feels as if you have nothing to do. It's like the person behind you who is doing it.
Yeah.
But at some point you need to break through and come out and see, oh, this is not the way. I mean, maybe there is a different way of succeeding without bringing down somebody.
Yeah.
Maybe there is a different way of excelling in life without having to slaughter. This people have understood. Slaughtering physically they don't do, but still they do. Like cutthroat competition means that only. Where does the word cutthroat comes?
Yeah, it's a
cutthroat is because they were actually cutting the throat.
Yes.
Earlier, if I see somebody who is trying to take my position in the corporate, 200 years ago I would have taken my knife and cut his throat.
Correct.
So today I can't do that. So I behave in a cutthroat way.
Yes.
Where he loses his job, or I do something ugly basically, where his life gets messed up.
So the intention is still the same.
The intention is not the same. But our it's not that we have evolved. People say that suddenly, how can people evolve?
Yes.
30-40 years ago they were killing. Even not that now the killing has stopped. The wars continue even to this day. But it's just that our nature of expression, our expressing our jealousy, expressing our greed and anger has changed.
Yeah.
So only from the outside it will not seem like you wouldn't have killed, but then you would have done in such a way that that person has to kill himself. So this is a very very top order intelligent murder, where you don't do anything. You just create certain situations that the other people should just fall out of your life. So coming back again, it's always the individual and his fundamental things. Again, it goes back to self-discovery. This is why I say self-discovery comes at the very beginning. So unless you understand how these things have always influenced you, as long as you are driven by jealousy, greed, anger, these motives, so whether if you enter the corporate, you will turn the whole corporate into that kind of an environment.
Yes. Yes.
And even if you enter the spiritual world,
Correct,
you will bring all those qualities into the spiritual world also, which is what people do. For an example, when people move from corporate to NGO, this is very common. I have had the opportunity to be exposed to many NGOs. Their nature of working has not become socially oriented.
correct.
They have just on paper, how they account for the money that is coming in is different.
Yes.
For one, it is taxed, and in the NGOs, it's not taxed. But apart from that, their ways of functioning, their attacking mindset, the jealousy with another NGO which is serving the same community. So no, actually, if you are serving somebody, how should it matter if somebody else is doing the same work?
Yes.
But no. So there also you have you want to be the monopoly. So that just shows that actually whether it's an NGO or the company, the cutthroat nature is still there only. So now then if you think of it, that cutthroat nature doesn't come because of the corporate or the NGO, it's who you are.
Yes.
So even if you take out all the corporate, still people individually will be driven with the same emotions and the same state of being.
Yeah.
So they will create something else which will be very similar.
Yeah. Irrespective of where they are.
Irrespective of the corporate or
fair enough.
Or a war field.
Fair enough. Yeah.
It is always, there were holy people back then also who saw all this is nonsense. Even to this day, there are many people who see everything and then feel this is something is not okay. Doesn't mean that they have to stop working with the corporate or they only have to stop the way in which they are competing, the way in which they are trying to excel. Now, there is something fundamentally wrong in those aspects.
Yes.
But not, the corporate is what? It's just a community.
Yes.
So if you want to suddenly make it positive, sound like a positive thing, when I say community, there's a positive feeling to it.
Mm.
So corporate is also a community only,
Community.
right? So they are a group of people who have joined together,
Yes.
saying that let's accomplish this together.
Correct.
Now, if that sort of feelings start coming when you are at one place where you can't distinguish yourself with the other person, you feel so one, because you are all oriented towards one goal,
Yes. Yes.
and that goal supersedes your individuality
Hmm.
or the need to be an individual.
Yes.
So in that sort of an environment, suddenly everything will be beautiful.
Correct.
It's not that we don't see, there are many corporates where we see small pockets of it. It will be very positive,
Yes.
and that will not be because of the corporate, it will be because of those set of 10-15 people,
Individuals.
who decided, look, we will make this place beautiful.
Yes.
And that's all it takes. It takes one person to decide that I'll make my surrounding beautiful, and you will have another person join you to say, I will also join you. So then in no time it becomes
Yeah.
a small group of people.
Yeah. Fair enough. Yeah.